What's up, guys? It's Jake here, and we're back with another video from TNTCG. And today I'm bringing y'all my Mosaic Library deck. Ended up taking this to the tournament and getting first place with it, undefeated. Played against my brother's Ghost Baby deck, and then I played against Potion Library deck, and then in the last round went up against Fairy deck. I think it's Fairy and Baby, or it's either... No, it's Fairy and Silver. Went against Fairy and Silver. Went 2-1 against my brother's deck. And then I 2-0'd the rest of the way. This deck is actually pretty insane. I talked about it in my last video about how I was going to know what having more than 10 attack is like. And it is pretty nice. But yeah, let's get right into the video. Tournament was Saturday, but I did borrow the Dodora from my brother. So this didn't come in the mail till today. But I did borrow one of these from my brother. So shout out to him for helping me get that so I could win. And then I am rocking Soup Fairy. That's the only thing. That's one thing I actually put in after the tournament. What I was running in place of this, I'll show y'all right now, was the Con. But sadly, Con got nerfed, basically. Code Stones no longer count in play, so he doesn't send them. That's the fairies. We're running the map pieces. You collect those and win the game. To go along with those, we're running the 2 library scientists. So you discard 2 and then search for 2 of these, collect them. To go along with that, Nilo, to play those. Mainly, this is the main thing you play off Nilo. Other things are like Harry and Blue Bone, good starter. Corbat Defender, very good. Castralis, it's in there so that I can discard cards. This deck is very consistent. Most games I had I had Library in motion like turn 1, or not turn 1, but like turn 2, turn 3, you know. There was only one game, which was the first game against my brother, where yeah, he ended up killing me before I could get the library. So then, yeah, game 2 and 3, I ended up pulling it back with the library. It's pretty broken. And then for other draw cards, I'm playing the Flexo. And then goes to Usul Defender, and then one Eyes of Dark. Eyes of Dark, I kind of saved that for whenever I have 2 cards I need to discard. The Dr. Flexo is a little weird being in a deck with putting a card on top, but him being a 2 cost, drawing you 3 cards, there's no other card that you can run that's gonna draw you 3 cards at 2 cost, you know, so gotta run him. Then for the other 3 cost I run, Miyuka and 1 Lady Frostbite. This is a little shout out to my brother's deck right here. This is his main, like, not his main thing, but one of the things, like, he kind of, like, put me on, you know. He was like, with his deck, he'll freeze you, and then he actually runs 2 Lady Frostbite. So he'll use both his Lady Frostbite, and then use Miyuka to use the Lady Frostbite to freeze you. Miyuka, use it again, and then he'll finally go into Jadora to use the Miyukas to play the Frostbite, and then play another one to play the Frostbite, and then finally void him if he gets to that point. Like, he could freeze you for like 8 times in a row, I think. So yeah, pretty broken. My deck won't do all that, but I just run this in here as a little counter to fairies and being able to freeze your opponent turn after turn after turn. Like, I did it. I was able to do that, like, we call it, or I call it, freeze lock, I guess. That's what, you know, you freeze lock them, you're locking them into freeze every single turn. That's it for all the legends and stuff. Now we're going to equipments. We're going to the cursed sword. I run 2 of those and then 2 of the rings. So, you know, you got your attack and your defense givers. And 1 hourglass. I run this. It sort of has like a little extra. It's really nice being able to freeze with this as well. So you got your Lady Frostbite and you got this. And it will, you roll 3 dice. If any are crits, you know, freeze them. But if you don't feel like you're going to be able to do that, during your prep phase, you can roll, or not roll, you can just straight up send this and freeze your opponent's pet. So if you don't want to chance it, you could just straight up use that. And that's it. Other than this last one is the wand, very broken. This is what wins me the games, I guess you could say. Not wins them, but this is like whenever I'm going for a kill, I play this, and it is so broken. Being able to discard 3 cards, like you discard Purple Blob, Jadora's Potion, and then one of these, and this will get to play itself. You get the freeze, and then you deal 3 damage. Deal 3 damage with this, so you just dealt 6 damage. If you discard Purple Blob or Jadora's Potion, if you discard multiple of those, you can do upwards of like 9 damage with this card. It's pretty broken. That's it for the equipments. For the dogs, playing 1 Hot Dog of Justice, and then these 2. These are in here for setup for Lab Ray Scientists. If you open up with Lab Ray Scientists and one of these or a Nilo, you're getting turn 2 Lab Ray out. So yeah, and it's actually worth it, even if you like, I did it every single time, even though I wasn't going down on Codestones, because I run the robot pet, so you can just even though you're use all your cards to get out the Lab Ray, you freeze your pet and draw 8 cards. So pretty broken. That's what these 2 are in here for. And then this is in here for, I play it from hand, or I could discard it early game and use it later. But amazing card. This is literally like, will stop your opponent's turn in its tracks. Like, they think they're about to do something amazing and you play this on them, nothing's going to happen. Unless they have the special dog. For the potions, running 2 Jadora's Potion, running 2 Purple Blob. That's it for the potions. These are just guaranteed damage. They're amazing. I like them. For the Codestones, we're running 15 as always. Running 9 of the stamina, since there is no card that gives you stamina in this deck. Running 4 of the attack. I did want a lot of attack because of the mosaics in the deck. And then 2 hard. Just running the 2 as like a try. I actually didn't run that during the tournament, so, but I feel like it's not that big of a change, just running 2 hard. I feel like it could help you survive just a little bit longer in some situations. Alright, so I'm running Jub, Gellert, Uni, and Techo. So the decision behind these are because they are the mosaics. And we have Mosaic Jub, Mosaic Gellert, Mosaic Uni, and Mosaic Techo. I'm only running 4. So, because there's only 4 mosaics, and I wanted to run 1 of each of the mosaics. Honestly thinking I might swap this out, honestly, and just run 3. Like, these 3 only. Because this is the only 3 I went into the whole tournament. I didn't use Techo, not once. Pretty good card, but I always liked my results that I had with these 3. I started off with Gellert. Round 2, Jub. Last round, Uni. And the main reason I went with Uni because Uni has 6 agility. And that's just amazing. Being able to re-roll your opponent no matter what. And then for the other ones, yeah, okay. And we got the mosaics. The mosaics, whenever you take a damage, You put a shard on it, and you get to gain an extra attack for each shard. And you can exceed more than 10 attack. The most I got to was with Jub, and he had 2 HP remaining, and I rolled 20 dice for attack. And I ended up only hitting, I ended up hitting 8 attack, which is really good. I ended up hitting, like, sending 8 damage. It was like 4 crits, 4 normals. And yeah, I think I won the round that he did attack for 20 damage, but it's really nice setting it up, getting the big damage, knowing that, you're like swinging for 16 whenever you pass your turn is insane. And then, yeah, so like I said, I'm running the robots of everybody. I got the robots. And then the only other two I'm running like another one of is these two because they're the highest health ones. So gotta have the Coconut Jub. This card is insane. People hate this card. It makes you play like so different than what you're used to playing. Like and then I am running Chocolate Gellert. I went into him actually once, and he did play me a card off of it. I ended up using off of Chocolate Gellert. I used the I looked at the top 2, and I played the equipment that is the 4-cost Hourglass. So yeah, he's the Chocolate's okay. You don't, most of the time I did actually land anything. He was only doing like he was only looking at the top card and adding it to my hand most of the time, because like it reveal, look at the top card and it's a code stone or something like that. Yeah. And yeah, the only other card in the rainbow pool here is the Lab Raid. Very broken, very good deck. Yeah, like I said, if I was going to change anything, I probably would find out a way to add in another of the Hot Dog of Justice. And I honestly might change the Techo out. So just like run the 3 basic pets and take out the 2 right here. And that way I could run something like more versions of the Uni, which I'm pretty sure there's only chocolate and robot, and then there is more of the Jub, but yeah, I like the list. It ended up playing out just very fine how it is. Ended up winning me the tournament. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe if you like the YouTube video. Leave any comments down below if you have any suggestions of any changes you would make to the deck or anything like that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and peace.